Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Hi. Welcome. Good to have y'all out here. How are we doing? Happy Monday. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hello. What's going on? Hello? Nope, it's not working. Why isn't it working again? I hate this thing. I already fixed it. I fixed it. It's been working so many other times. Camera already quit. We're just gonna quit. Throw in the towel. No. If it breaks again, we have I don't know what's going on with the camera. I don't know why it keeps breaking. It was working. I was on a call a few times since we turned off the camera last Friday's stream, and it was breaking there, and was totally fine. Time for a new camera. I don't think it's camera. I think it's because the camera itself, like I have a display on the camera up here right next to you guys. There's a little mini thing that I can see for the camera, and that's fine. Like that never freezes. It's just the input into meld freezes. So I think it's the cord. I think I need to get a new cable, which is a bummer because those aren't cheap. Well, the camera's not cheap either, so I'd rather get a cable. But it's fine. How are we doing? Happy Monday. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. Happy Mother's Day to any of the moms in chat. And hope you all had a lovely... Nope, it froze. Wow, that's a really cute face. That gave me a really cute face.
First stream I watch with my baby daughter on my arms. Face holding back tears emoji.
Rapaciro, thank you so much for 27 months and congratulations. New cable indeed. Yeah, let me try unplugging and plugging back in. We'll go here for a second. Woohoo. So, yeah, I don't know. You always have a cute face. Oh, thanks, Liz. Thanks. Let's see. Does it want to do it? It's going to be... Oh, yeah, it's going to be fully frozen right there. Look at me. I swear I'm here. Ah, see, I'm magic. Look, poof. I'm a magician. I'm a wizard. I don't know. It's it's fine. It's fine. If it freezes again, we just turn it off. I teleported. I know. I'm so magical.
Pleased to meet you.
fWhip, yeah. 1 month left till 1 year. How have you been, sir? Ascension Day is coming up. Any plans planned? Much love from the Netherlands.
Ascension Day. I don't know. What's Ascension Day? Bart, thank you for the 11 months, though. Or Sarah, thank you for the 27 months. Who else did I miss? We have Shy of the Night. Thank you for the 8 months. Queen Hoove, thank you so much for the 17 months.
Pleased to meet you.
How many more
Hero
months till
Zio,
the
thank you
next
so much for the prime.
_fWhip heart.
How many more months till next tree? I think you got 3 more months, Mel. Thank you for the 45 months. Yeah, 48 would be 4 years. So I think you're almost at 4 years. Thank you so much. I'm also prepping a port on my Forever World, so be great inspo as always. Yeah, we'll see what we can get done today.
Happy Monday and yay, I survived another year around the
I
sun
just like
today.
keep moving to make sure I
Whip,
see that my camera's moving.
Pleased to meet you.
Anima,
New tree by
happy
September,
birthday.
yay.
Happy birthday. Hope you have a lovely day today. Thank you so much for the biddies. Tactical Corn, thank you so much. I was like, it's not September yet. What do you mean? Thank you for the 20 months, my dude. I really appreciate you. Guys, September 4 months away. Where's this year going already? Also, happy birthdays to Anima in the chat, please. Thank you, everybody. This is a requirement of the stream. Happy birthday, Anima, must be posted in chat. Also, YouTube watchers, you must like this stream. It is true. It's the way. Yeah, the year's basically over. Can we just like wrap it up and move to 2027? I think we just need a fresh start already on the year. That'd be great. Harbor Time, love your creative streams. Yeah, Alex, we're gonna see what we can get up to today. I was just finishing VOD of Claire at the trial chamber of the tough. I got a question. What mob vote would you bring back from the mob votes?
Treasure train inbound. Mandolin pause sip.
Cha-ching!
Treasure train? What the heck's a treasure train? Mandolin, thank you for the 100 bits. What's a treasure train? Unlock a limited 35% off gift subs at level 2 during this train. I've never seen a treasure train before. Oh, did it freeze again?
Pleased to meet you.
Look at that face. That face is like, treasure train. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. Great shot on freeze though. No, it froze again. All right, we're going no camera. Let's get in the game. Look at that.
First stream I watch with
just,
my baby
it doesn't want to do it today.
on my arms.
I'm ordering
Face
a new
holding
cable after
back
stream.
tears emoji.
Pleased to meet you.
Or just
fWhip,
hello.
yeah. 1 month left till
Oh,
1
it's redoing
year.
everything.
How have
It's
you
redoing
been,
everything.
sir?
It's lagging. Oh my
Ascension
god.
Day is coming up. Any plans planned? Much love from the Netherlands.
I'm in the floor.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm not in the
How
floor.
many more months till the next tree?
All right. Well, some of you, the whole stream today, super scuff. That's where we're at right now. It's
Hello,
just all
sweetlings.
super scuff.
Happy Monday and yay! I survived another year around the sun today.
Well, that one we can freeze that.
Pleased to
We
meet
can
you.
freeze that one. That
New
one's
tree
fine.
by September. Yay!
Anima, thank you so much for the biddies. Tactical Corn, thank you so much for the biddies. Miss May, thank you so much for the biddies. Country Bell, thank you so much for the biddies. I don't know why. What's up with your camera recently? It's the dang cord, dude. Let me look this up.
Pleased to meet you.
Elgato Cam Link is what I have. How much do they cost?
Hype time.
$99.99.
Treasure.
Why are they so expensive?
Had a very busy day with work, haircut, and coffee with
dumb,
a
dude.
few
Are there any
people.
other versions
Gonna
other
work
than the
while
Elgato
fixing
one?
dinner, and we'll have a cam call with my Frenchie while leading.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at things. What the
With
heck?
a fWhip heart with a
Country Bell, thank you so much for the 10 gift
Gotta
subs.
hit
I really
that
appreciate
level
that. Mandolin, thank you so much for the bits. Country Bell, thank you for stuffs. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Camera's tripping hard today. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just going to be super frozen again. Whee! Still frozen. Because, like, even if I, like, I don't know what's going on with
Hello,
it, dude.
many greetings.
Because, like, it works for a while. That's the weird part, is it works for a bit. Use alternative capture backend. Forces new Windows Foundation. You see it? No, it hasn't frozen yet. What's this do? This will disable hardware acceleration frame capture. I'm going to see if... No, I can't turn it off. On. Okay, that's grayed out. Can't turn that feature on. But I can't make myself 3D. Or like a 90s filter. Or black and white. Or like super colored. Or ghost. No, that's weird. Don't like that. Hate that. Well, let's see. I don't know. It's just, it's broken, dude. Treasure Train level 3. Thank you all. Tactical Core with the 5 gift subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, 35% off for 5 or more gift subs. That's basically 1.5 gift sub for free. You can't see any of these colors. Ouch, Rofo. Ouch. Nice to see you too. 100 USD for a cord. Yeah, they're stupid expensive. Yeah. Well, there's a Digit Pro Cam Link 4K USB capture card.
Hello, many
That's only
greetings.
$35. Is it worth trying that just to see if it's decent? I'm not against moving away from Elgato. I'll look into those later. I have some Amazon shopping to do, I guess. Oh boy. Mandolin, thanks so much for the 5 gift subs. It was level 4, dude. What are the plans for today? We're gonna mess around with this over here. We're gonna see what we can come up with. Camera seems to be, I think we're at a new record for length of camera lasting on stream today, so that's super exciting. So it's going to freeze in 5 seconds probably. It's fine. I'm having a great day. How are you, dude? I have an idea for the foliage university. You could do different style houses like in Harry Potter, but for different foliage types. Water, crops, fungal, flowers. We have the Bobo. We have the different schools in there already. So we have the. We actually kind of have that. We have the arborists who are in charge of growing trees. We have the florists who are in charge of the flowers. We have the, I think we call them mycomancers for like study of mycology, which is like mushrooms and stuff. And then we have the farmers, obviously. And then I think we had like a general something or another. Thank you all so very much for all the gift subs. I really appreciate you jumping on the treasure train. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we kind of have a lot of those. I really need to get in here and start designing out the interiors though. The thing that we don't really have in it so far is a lot of like living space for students. That's kind of something I realized after the fact of building the entire thing that I didn't really do. So I think we'll probably have like a second like floor in here that'll be very housing based. This, all of my annotations are gone. Yeah, it's frozen again. All right, camera, go bye-bye. No camera today. One of these was going to be a kitchen. I can't remember which. I think the other was going to be like a prep room or something. Obviously, we have this big classroom in here now. Very important classroom to have. Student accommodation is renting out Boomer's third home for $2K a month. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, hi, buddy. I hate this texture. The old one was so much better. But yeah, kind of a lot of the housing in here, I think I asked people when they're designing the interiors was to like include housing, extra housing at the top levels of them. But you do have some dorms outside the city. Yeah, we have some in the city. We could do some more housing like out over here if we want to expand for more buildings. We could do some student housing, like they all commute across the bridge into the school every day. No cam today. It doesn't want to work again, Sarah. The camera is jealous of how good you look. Yeah, as it should be. Jealous of my good looks. Okay. I wanted to start first and foremost today by just laying some things out so we can get a better idea of where we need stuff. So we have bridge is gonna go in here. I guess that would be like that probably for the bridge. We might honestly have to do even sharper of an angle on it, like move that out there and go by 2s. I think by 2s is probably a better bet. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be that bridge. And we need to get this bridge in, which is just going to be a full 45. We'll see how that goes. We only have the 2 bridges, so that makes that easy. Hey, Stan, welcome on in. You can't have this student accommodation without a pub. We have plenty of pubs and bars and inns and taverns. Okay. Well, I can't really use red concrete, so I'm just going to get rid of that because we kind of have red concrete everywhere in here. I do think this point here, I want to extend it out by a block. It's going to kind of consume... Actually, we could... Yeah, we'll just do this.
Keep it real.
Almost done with path. Builds extra area T_T.
Nah, this was always planned to do something wrapping around here. I've always wanted to have some big something or another up on the top of this one. So we got plenty of time. There's 200 ads. Okay, we'll see you in like 5 years. But Bart, thank you for the donut, dude. I appreciate you. Okay, so here, I don't think the road necessarily needs to be this big, and we could always shove the road back this way a little bit more to give ourselves some more space. I don't know if I want to do like a house in here or not. I think we'll probably have a house like up at this level because we did the road up here. So we'll probably have something in there just for the sake of it. I kind of like the idea of having 2 layers of housing in this. So we'll just leave that open for now. And then at this guy, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That really cuts into the road there, but maybe we then bring him like out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 10, 11. He could kind of have like a little like thing here. We could do something like that on it. I think fWhip is a madman for making custom terrain for survival mode. Nah, it's gonna be beautiful. And now you poof. Bye, Miss May. For this, thinking that we just raise that up a block and we do a little steel.
Pleased to meet you.
Lil Tree on there. Hope everyone is doing good.
Lulu Goblin, thank you for the 6 months at tier 2. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Okay, we got the whole thing. How big is the base of this guy? Can he fit like right here? He wouldn't be able to pivot, so maybe we do a smaller crane that's just an up and down guy. Yeah, he's too big. That's my symbol for a crane. There we go. There we have a crane. It'll be fine. It'll be so fine. I do want to bring our sprucing across here. That's pretty much the level that... Oh, that's actually a block higher than we had it over here. Let's see. What do I do? Every 5 blocks. Okay. 1, 2. Maybe we just go every... Let's see. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Funny number. 1, 2. And we'll just do it like that. It'll be okay. There's that. Then we will also do one right here. An accidental swear in my fWhip chat? Who did it? That crane has so much detail. Thank you. I really tried. Anyways, I was thinking of that. We could have that in here. And then we'll probably drop it back down to being just a single block, as this one will be a little bit skinnier. And we will start it here. And I want to just be 3 blocks wide, I think. Because what is this one? This one's like 4 to... Oh, this is like 4. Yeah, okay. So only 3 blocks isn't too much of a difference to it. We do need a way to walk down to it, is a part for like carts to be able to get back up and down. So we need to think about that. And I'm kind of thinking that might be a route over here. Also thinking for these like big diagonal sections we can have buildings that kind of go over the street to give them more second story space. Cool fog. Yeah, thanks, dude. No camera. No, it didn't. The camera currently wants to do this. So it's not really that great right now. But that's okay. We can still have a fun stream. Really wanted a little green patch here, but I'm thinking we might need to... Probably something more like this. Yeah, we'll just do that. We're gonna do 4 blocks on this so that it doesn't feel so cramped. And then we can just place in our oak logs. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm just gonna bring it down to here. How far are you going to extend path? This is the final expansion. So this to the end here is gonna be our final expansion for the city. You can take inspiration from the harbor in The Witcher 3. I don't know if I'm familiar with that. I don't. Witcher 3 harbor. Obviously, I know The Witcher, but the Novigrad harbor? Honestly, kind of legit. Look at this. Look at this thing. Are you talking about this spot? All right, this is obviously concept art for it, but because oh, that's like an old Witcher game. Someone also has, this is an in-game screenshot. Something like this is what you're talking about. Maybe I need to play The Witcher more. Get farther into the game to actually reach this point. But I do like these. These are fun buildings. I'll keep these up on the side for now.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, it's Celeste time. No, it's Celsius time. I have an interview later today with somebody that I was like, and then I'm supposed to go to the gym afterwards. So I was like, yeah, it's a caffeine day. It's a caffeine day for sure, dude. But that's fine. So click the like button. Woohoo! Floating pirate boat city when One Piece finishes. Ivar, thank you so much for the 9 months, dude. Appreciate you. You need to play it to actually see the buildings better. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that'll work. In here, I would love 2 buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 5. Nah, that's gonna be really skinny. Yes, I am indeed brave enough. Did I close my Spotify? Dude, my Spotify just crashed. Bro, what is going on today? We just listen to that song. Your game sounds are off too. They shouldn't be. Oh, no, they're just muted on the stream. Now they're there. Thank you, Rofo. Something in the wires. Apparently, man. Apparently. We'll do a little like that. That could work. I wanted to get another one in here, but I don't know if it's gonna work out. We could do one of those first buildings I was talking about that would reach over. Yeah, I want to give these buildings some more substance to them. So let's actually take you back to there. And then it's going to come up like this. That's 3 blocks off the ground. Perfect. And then that can be... How far do we go? 1, 2, 3, right, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just go 5 on this side. This will be a goofy building to throw together, but I think it could be pretty cool. What's the reason for this group of buildings? It's all going to be like harbor, generalized stuff, probably. More merchants and things and that kind of vibe. I was originally thinking like a shipwright or something in here could be cool, but I don't know if we'll have space to do it. And we can have these guys can have like a storage area underneath that's just kind of down in here. That can work, and then we can also do another one right over here. Fish market. We could do a fit. We could, ooh, yeah, we could do a little market down in this lower section. It is really skinny. Yeah, let's talk. Let's see. We could have one market stall right there. We could have another market stall probably right here. We can also expand this out another block or 2. Maybe we just take this and just turn it into a full 45. I think we're really just gonna have to flex our builder brain on this one and see what we can come up with full 45-degree angle builds in an entire area. Something tells me we might have to do this. Have you seen Krallis's fishing nets? He used cobwebs for nets laid on a rack. Oh yeah, that cobweb fishing net hack that's as old as Minecraft. Maybe this guy gets moved forward and over here, and then we have like a little fire brazier or something on the corner. Could be kind of fun to have here. Man, this is where I would love to put a campfire right here. Not the whole thing, right in the middle. Just have that be like a little walkway to get up like down here. That can be there. We can have another little... We can have a larger merchant here. And then we can have like...
Pleased to meet you.
My cat had surgery recently and had cancer removed, and today is his last day of the cone.
Of the cone? Oh God, thank you for... if it got cut off on the last day, I was gonna be so worried. I'm so happy though. That's great to hear that they're on the recovery. Bryce Planet, thank you for the 45 months and hope the kitty's doing well. Okay, there we go. Fishmonger. More fish. Nope, not more first. More fish. Food stall. Bread. Question mark. Trinkets. And container store. Stall. Their harbor will need a boathouse and a dry dock. I kind of was thinking that like this harbor is like so into the mountains here that there's no space for that here, so that we're gonna eventually build like dry docks and things along this. So that, unfortunately, that would mean the boats would have to be like drug all the way out the river to here, but that's kind of my plan for it roughly to solve that problem. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A wharf where they drain the water out to work on the hole. Oh, that's somebody's asking why a dry dock car. At least a small boathouse for your average fish boats. Yeah, we have for these little guys over here, they've got an area right here where one was pulled out. So we have that at least for a reference to it for like the local fishermen. But that is currently it. Before we go on too far, let's get this thing fleshed out. I'm a little worried about the scale of this pier here. But that's fine. Actually, I want this one to be up a block higher. Which we can do with... Nope. Control X. Up. Aha! We're really squashed in for space here, which is very unfortunate. So I'm gonna do the best that I can with it, but it might have to be a really, really skinny dock. Reason being, is we need to keep this water channel open so that things can actually come in and go out. Is there a face cam on Twitch? No face cam today. Camera's being weird again. So I think that's fine in here, but for all of this, I think I'm gonna, wherever it transitions over to being the next block, I'm just gonna add another one. I think that'll help. And that will come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we can just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that'll be you. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just gonna come down to here. And we can put another one at the end. Okay, I think that'll be the whole lower dock. It's not a harbor without a harbor master's house. That's a harbor master's house right over there. Maybe add an inventory with a smart prankster son. Inventor. I was like, inventory? Why would I add an what do you mean an inventory? Nope, that's fine. In here we have space for another home, so we can do that too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that'll be another 4 right over there. Yes, the inside of the mountain is completely hollow. What are we at here? That's 4 blocks up. It is going up on a slope though, so we probably want to give it 5. And then we could bring another section out. Which we could do a full block, but that's probably too much. So I think we'll end up doing something like in here. And have it all just kind of moving forward, but it's almost like shifted a single block. And not in love with that. Maybe we do just have to have it coming out on all the sides. And that's 4 blocks. And then I do want height for these buildings. That's an important thing, is we want height here. Because that one we did what? 4 block and then there. Okay. So we'll come out. Do we bring them out again? That's really far. It's not the worst thing though. It's always so cool seeing the custom mountains hollow. Shame they won't be in the hardcore world for you to build inside. Yeah. I ain't gonna clear all that out. My build's just growing. I guess that is true of a medieval house. Maybe this goes up to 3 layers here, but that guy just goes straight into a roof. And this stuff is just going to pretty much disappear as far back into the train as it can. Are you using Axiom? I am, yeah. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That can be that into there, which is great. Coming along slowly. We have more of a footprint, which is good. When are you going to post the next video? Not this Thursday, but most likely next Thursday. I'm still doing some creative planning. So I haven't actually started recording yet, but I'm getting there. All of these, when we start to actually define like the shape and spacing of each building, they're gonna change how they look big time. So for now, I just would like to get some boxes in so I can at least like visualize what it's going to potentially be like. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 tall, so that's already it to that. Nope. Because here we'd want to bring this out. Otherwise, I try to not take walls too much beyond 5 tall for like a flatter wall, because otherwise I find that it can get just like a little too tall and flat. So we'll do this for now. When it's on an angle, you can kind of get away with doing a little bit more because you have the full 45 that's interrupting it. So if we go like this, that actually brings us up to this layer here. So then this would be like windows, probably a door. If this just looks like a blob, it's fine. It is a blob. A firework maker would be a cool interior. That could be, yeah. Dual entrance housing. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking we have another door up here somewhere. The thing I'm thinking we change is that we take it be smaller as it gets up there higher. That's what, 4? That could just be like a roof line that'll come up to there. This guy can just have its own little side roof line here. That'll just kind of cascade down that edge. And then this can just be its own little roof up to the top. Looks like it might be a little modern approach, but I think it's fine. I think actually I am going to make it another block taller just across the board. maybe we do this. So it gets 2 extra blocks of height. Yeah, something like that should be fine. Yeah, we need to redo the back of this guy. I never did that. Oh, that's the wrong button. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because I'm lazy, we can go bam, 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 boop, Control F, flip, paste. House. That would be a floor right along here, yeah. Book 8 of Dungeon Crawler Carl comes out tomorrow. Rofo, are you already on book 8, dude? I took a break to read that other series and I'm still wrapping that up, so I gotta get back on it, man. No chance I'm on 4. Oh, okay, yeah, I finished 4, so but yeah, no, I'm super excited to get to 8 eventually. Yeah, I told my brother about it. I saw him yesterday when we were going to my mom's for Mother's Day, and he was telling me he's been obsessed with it. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, that'll
Pleased
do.
to meet you.
A little way to get down there.
Why work on final speech when fWhip?
True, Waffle, true. Why speech when watch? Speech hard, watch easy. We need something in here. I guess we could do a market stall.
Keep it real.
I feel like the flattish corner on the last greenhouse that faces the city would make a great sort of like turret/bay window thing.
Oh, like right here? Like this one? That could be a cool tower. I'm worried about this spot right here, though, if it's a tower. I can always take this guy. And we can move him. And then we can make the space. This, yeah, this could easily be a little... We'd need it to be a 2x2. Yeah, I like that. I think that could work. That might work better there. But Renee, thank you for the idea. Will the parked boats fit now that you've added the wooden walkway? I mean, the river fits one boat with it, but there also be parked boats. Yeah, we'd have space for a parked boat. Maybe, I don't think we'll have one right here, just because that would be tight to get through, because we have the marshy, shallow area. But we can fit a boat here. My thought. Hopefully my annotations don't get erased again. But my thought is like some sort of a boat in this space. Probably about that size. We'll have another boat here somewhere. And we'll probably have like a diagonal boat, like a smaller guy in here. That's kind of the thought that I had. And then we can leave that open just because it's skinny to get through. And then we also still need our research vessel that had an annotation to go through in here. That was going to be like a big... This was going to be the path research vessel. Or, well, foliage uni. How do I use the drawing feature? You click on annotations. Okay, in here we need to figure out what we're going to do for some buildings. I don't think that's too bad. Excuse me. Sorry. The house near the mountainside where a sculptor is carving a mountain face with scaffolding, I think would add a lot of world building. That's not a bad idea. We'd have a sculptor up here. That could be kind of fun. That could be kind of cool. I like that idea. Any timeline when you're gonna start up the huge Mountain X path? This big old thing? I'm torn between doing this mountain next or doing these mountains next, because these are the original ones that I ever designed when we decided that we were going to start doing this thing. Apparently this has been here forever. So part of me wants to do these first. Also, there's a part of me that wants to redo these because they I feel like my mountain style is much different than these are, but maybe that's okay. We can have these as like the originals. Which is kind of funny that these are the originals, and then I've since built two completely different ones before building these. So I would like to get this in first, I think. So I think I'm going to do these, because I thought this would be nice to get in, and then we can also like transition into doing some tough haul stuff. So I actually think like our next mountain thing is probably going to be like this section of tough haul, because that needs to be flattened down a lot, and so we need to clean up a lot of things in here. And then we have this terrifying build up here that will need to be done at some point in time. Also, I need to figure out what the heck I want to do out here. I don't really know quite yet. Part of me is also thinking about just like... I know I have this forest here. Sorry, world seems kind of framey right now. I want to expand that, like some forested stuff over these little hills. And I was thinking about like we just roll that forest kind of along the edge here, like along the top of it. But we could probably flatten this out and do more farming. More farmland is never a bad idea. Originals first and let it be as it is, then you can see how much you've improved. Yeah, true. Please do like a diamond mine or something in Tough Hall, based off the famous Mithril mine from Lord of the Rings. Do I go for the clickbait of building a giant diamond mine in hardcore Minecraft? Honestly, it could be worth it. I was thinking an iron mine. I've already got plans for an iron mine out there, so I could just full clickbait and go diamond mine and iron mine. We already have a resin mine. We've already got a copper mine. We could go with a diamond mine. We could do that. Okay, so floor is likely this level, so let's go up 2 more. Circular military fort? I'm not too sure I want to do that. I don't like building a whole lot of military stuff. Castles and whatnot, yeah. I don't know. Not really at a point where I like to be going woohoo, yay, military right now. Seems kind of off to me. Okay, we will just leave it like this. These guys, I think I'm going to expand them by 1 block around the entire thing so I can just get a little bit extra footprint. Diamonds and coal mine. Yeah, I don't know if I would do a coal mine over there, but I've been wanting to do an iron mine, so I have an excuse to make a new iron farm. Because honestly, I've just been thinking it sounds kind of fun to make a new iron farm. The chat yearns for the mines. It's true. Okay, so that would be 5 blocks tall at that point. I feel like that probably just needs to come into a roof now. Where's the path expansion ending at? Path expansion is going to end here. There actually will be a fort here. So as much as I'm talking about, well, I don't really want to do anything. There will be a little like fortress thing out here. Castle Fortress to Guard River. Any plans for adding more cities and or things under the City of Path? Sam, under Path, we're gonna have a region over there. I don't know if I'm gonna do like whole sewers and things. I know some people have asked about seeing some. I'm not too keen on the idea, I'll be honest, of doing sewers under here because I didn't really set it up with that in mind, but maybe something in the future. You never know. Here, let's go. How tall would this be if I did like... Ew, it's an even number. It's fine, it's a diagonal. We'll do that. That'll be our roof. This one here will be the other way, because interesting. For why? For interesting. We love doing things for interesting. Okay. That'll be that. How'd you go about planning things if you didn't have Axiom and all these tools? Same way I used to do it. You just do this, but slower. Axiom has only sped up my planning capabilities. It hasn't changed how I plan. I've always done this in Minecraft. We're gonna do it. Stick it on this side. Okay, and then if we just bring this guy stepping into the middle here, that's honestly probably fine. Probably just this here too. That would be this guy would be boom, 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 boom. Alright, there's that, and then that just needs to connect to here. Cool. That'd be that house. I'm interested to see how I can pull this off with it hanging over the edge. Someday fWhip is supposed to do Mushroom Cave under the and tunnel under Foliage University. Yeah. Someday. I'm honestly just trying to find a reason to make it. That would be an interesting video. That's the part I'm struggling with. Like, I can design the builds easy. That's no problem. I feel like I've just been having a hard time turning the build ideas I have into interesting video concepts, which is why I've been doing so much planning, is because I'm still just struggling to get an idea for a video. Because I built a giant mushroom cave in my Minecraft world just doesn't really seem to be like a great title right now. That'll probably be something in there. I don't know. That one we'll figure out when we're actually designing. This guy I like in here in theory, but the problem we're running into is that. So I think we're gonna have to, unfortunately, take him and move him probably to here so that he can just get some more space. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That can be that. And we have that way to get like around there, so I don't think we need a little staircase here. But no, because then we need another bridge over that little river to do it that way. I was gonna say it'd be kind of cool to have a little staircase like stepping behind up to somewhere, so maybe this could be like a little footpath going around up here. World cleanup video where you go around putting together odds and ends into your larger projects. Honestly, I am thinking about that. Some people have been requesting that recently, and I've been like, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. We're just gonna have that to there for now, and I will figure out how it's gonna connect up when we actually get into doing the sculptures up here. YouTube friends, if you haven't already, be sure to click the like button. We got 700 people in here, and we're almost at 400 likes. So I really appreciate your support. This is just gonna have to be an even structure. That's fine. Well, nah, we can just do this. So that would kind of sit into here. I spent 100 hours building interiors in my Minecraft world. 4 dead, 18 injured. Somehow all myself. Yeah. Alternative title. I quit my Minecraft Forever world because I did interiors for 3,000 hours. Comma, still not done. What's happening with Misadventures? I didn't realize it was still going until you posted after Lizzie had a baby. It's kind of again on a hiatus right now, I'll be honest. For transparency's sake, the dev that is doing Misadventures, Mr. Madspy, is also the dev doing the flight SMP that's going on right now. Okay, Spotify just crashed again. What the heck, dude? I just saw it crash. Oh, it doesn't like that song. Weird, it's crashing whenever it tries to play the specific song. Is it like anytime that it's one that's downloaded on my PC? Interesting. I don't know. Where's Facecam? It's broken again today. I'm gonna order a new cord to get it fixed. But anyways, yeah, so Madspy is doing Misadventures and he's doing the flight. And Misadventures is currently waiting on a lot of updates for it to be able to come into like its next iteration. And I think Madspy bit off a little bit more than he can chew with how much stuff he's doing, and unfortunately that has turned into he kind of, without really telling us, deprioritized Misadventures a bit from like what I can see. Obviously I'm on the outside, but that's what it like looks like to me. So I don't really know. Just like blatantly put, I don't know. So we might have something soon, we might not. It's really gonna come down to if he gets it done. So I don't know how much more misadventure stuff is gonna go on, just because waiting on a developer to do things when they're not prioritizing it is really, really difficult to make content out of it, which is a bummer because it's a really cool series. So we'll see. That's rough. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Well, we could, to make more building space for our sculptor buddy. This can just be the back wall here. Nobody's gonna know. You can kind of just disappear into the... now it'll go into there. So yeah, I am... I think I told you all I had a Misadventures video planned. I don't know if that's ever gonna come out at this point, I'll be honest.
Pleased to meet you.
I'm not gonna release it if
Hard
there's
to
no
catch
server to play on.
streams,
'Cause then that's
ATM,
just
but
kinda,
happy to be here.
Belladonna, thank you so much for the 17 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard because like I full on recorded the videos. I really at this point just need to send it to Marcos and he can edit it. But I'm not gonna waste his time doing it if I'm not even gonna worry about posting it right now. So what I wanted to do here though is we're just gonna bring all this up. Honestly, probably just to like get to here. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. And then that needs to come up by one more. And so then we can extrude this up again. Extrude. And then now we're up at this layer here where it's much bigger, much flatter. Do you have any tip for a Forever World in Bedrock Edition? You just, you click start and then you play. What do you need tips for a Forever World? You just play the game. That's how you Minecraft Forever World. That can be up there. All these things we can just fill in back here. Gives us some more usable space. It's not just bleh. Maybe your little shrines in here somewhere. Ooh, yeah, the little like wall shrines. We could definitely do something like that. That could be something that is like carved in. I like that idea. Definitely can throw one in here. confused. Prismarine. Is this how I did it? No, that's not it. Is it here? Why do I feel like that's not the right color? What am I doing? Because it's not. And I also flipped the other one upside down. Okay. There we go. Ooh, actually, I think I want to lower it all. It was just a little too tall up there. It's just too far above the road. We're gonna need to do some major cleanup work on this before we actually start making it. It's so easy and simple, but cool. Yeah, I like it. I think it works out pretty well. Just like a nice little tidbit. So those are 5 and 5. Be like 2 separate buildings, but like next to each other. 2, 3. So that brings us up. There's the wood level, then 4 blocks. So then we go up 1 more. And then that would be here. The pink underpass horseable? I believe it should be. Yeah, that's easily horseable. Unless you're like super zooming. So we could take this back, because that's the only worry probably, is that if you were like super speed demon mode, you might bonk your head as you're flying through, but it should be good. If not, we can raise it up a half slab as we detail it. Acacia sign. I'm thinking we also do a little market stall. I want to really fill this place. I want this to be like they have fully filled in every little inch of space that they can out here. Like everything in this point, it is being used for something, you know? This guy's gonna stack up here. This guy's gonna stack up there. Hey, Vidval, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah. That'll work out for some buildings in here. I think we're on about size scale for the rest of it. Like between the right side and the left side, I feel like building scale is about the same. Left side might be a little bit taller. A little bit more of a baller, but it's fine. Topple wagons could be cool if one fell into the river. Maybe we'll have some barrels down at the bottom. I think we have a few, maybe not in the creative copy, but in the survival copy, we have a few down in the water.
Pleased to meet you.
Burr BRRR 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 times 49. Teehee underscore fWhip heart colon
Thank you for the
underscore fWhip heart colon
49
underscore fWhip.
months at tier 2. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything you do. I'm thinking up here. Give him a little balcony. You know, a little something. Why not? Actually, I guess that's a block too low. There it goes. I'd be at floor level now. Do I have Thai visitors in my video? What? I don't know what you mean. They can have a little back door there. They can have a front door here. Front door here. I was gonna say we could do a little balcony there, but that might be a little too. They could have a little balcony on this one, like a little itty bitty baby balcony, something like that, just for something interesting. Barrels would float up first, so having some on the water level would be neat. Yeah, I kind of thought about that. You don't know. We'll see. Not really even thinking about the under harbor area outside of, I know I want to put our moss and, or not moss, mud and muddy mangrove roots for almost 99% of it. I do want to come back in and design some more boulders. Like I had this one that I threw in here. I think some more boulders underwater could be really cool. But I think it could be really fun just to detail this out and make it super cool down here.
5 months. Whoop whoop. Been looking forward to this area of the city. Looking good, fWhip.
Connor, thank you so much for the 5 months, dude. Appreciate you. I wonder if this is still your original vision for the harbor. Yes and no. Original vision actually involved getting rid of this mountain completely down to water and then like really opening up the river. Like, and then also opening up the river like through here out to this side. So we had like a full like canal going all the way out pretty much. But I decided against that because that's insane. It's a nice boulder. Thanks, Blocky. Feel like you need more homesteads, less apartments maybe for the harbor, because I know that period of your builds is where living in apartments used to be a big thing. Every single building that we make, the upper floors have to be housing, which is the era that I'm going for more so, is that the people who are living in here have to they don't have the money to be able to afford a shop and a house for the most part, unless they're like super wealthy. So a lot of people live in their shop, their like place of work is the main vibe that I've been going for. Do I want that? Is that too far back? I think it's good though, because otherwise we'd have to bring it too forward, because I don't want it to be in the same line as that building. It's not the end of the world if it is though. Maybe we do bring that out one more. Do this here. That's really tall already. I think I want this to be like another storage space. So they have like a big door on there. Maybe even like double door, and then I'm thinking like we can go with a similar building too. I mean, that one could be kind of nice, something like, yeah, probably this one where it's just like a big straight and then it like just goes up to a roof. That's 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 9. And if we were to do this, that is that. So we need to extend back here one more. And that'll work. The good part is that I'm doing this before I built the mountain. So I can really cut down the amount of materials that I need for said mountain. If I just do all of this first. Probably just delete and grab the chunk is going to be easier than... Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I should have done this to begin with. That's fine. A little bit of rock right in front's never a bad thing. So it's basically free. Exactly. Since there are not so many holes for you to fill in the city path, which region will you focus on next, assuming you have another main interest apart from path? Yeah, after path, I would like Tough Hall to come along. I don't know if I can like full focus on Tough Hall. The architecture style, I enjoy it, but I don't think it's something that I'm gonna like be obsessed with. We still have the monastery down here to build. We've got a lot of space in here that could use things. I'm really interested in getting the Mediterranean area up and running more so. New Papyrus really needs some love to it. It's been far too long since we've done any work out there. So probably one of those three. Like I'd say Tough Hall, Mediterranean, or New Papyrus will probably be our next ones that we'll start tackling as my like main concepts I have in mind right now. Hey, Kiwi, welcome on in. What about continuing Nether Cyberpunk? Oh yeah, that's definitely up there too. Forgot about that. I was thinking Overworld. Yeah, I want to do the Cyberpunk stuff soon. I'm starting to get the itch to go goof around in there. So that'll likely be what about that area with the red buildings? We might be doing something there soon. Yeah, I want to move forward with building up Tough Hall one more time to establish the first city section of it. And then after that's established, I really want to move into doing something in the Nether so that Tough Hall can actually have a Nether portal connected to it. Because flying over there and back, I've realized each time is like 15 durability on my Elytra, and that's adding up, you know? Custom landscaping project that you're building. Yeah, I want to get these mountains in first before we get back over to that. I've realized it's just, I could keep planning that out and keep extending that stuff, but I also am like, nah, I would just want to get these in first. But that is also on the list, yeah. Okay, that'll do for that house. He's just gonna kind of disappear back in there, and we'll probably throw like a tree or something in that point. So we could just grab. It's a decent looking tree that can go in here. Probably not something too tall, but maybe. Honestly, I think this could work. Yeah, I like that tree. I'm really happy I designed this one. I'm really happy with how that one came together. I can just have something up there for now. This road's skinny because the wagon's in the way, but otherwise it's probably fine. Probably do dark oak for these because the roads are going to be pretty brown, so then we could do dark oak and we could like mix in a little bit of spruce, make it look like the wagon tracks are kind of pulling over. But I think the dark oak is probably our best bet, and we'll just slab the whole thing so we can just keep it simple and easy, and then we can add some extra texturing and whatnot underneath. Struggle adulting at the best times. Same. Avoid adulting at all costs. You know what I think I want to do? I want this path to be like, not our... same road material, so I'm just going to mask it with this. We got up here and I never did anything with the sculptor. Or the bridge next to the sculptor. We do this real quick, and then we'll goof with sculptor. Buddy old pal. I feel like for a sculptor, he's going to want a little bit of like a workshop-y area. It's a color I haven't used anywhere in here. Yellow, lime, orange, pink. Light blue is for the road or for the bridges. We'll go orange. Orange isn't connecting. Basically, I'm just trying to use different concretes wherever I go. Yeah, I would love to do like a box here. But that's gonna come into that building. So that's kind of a no-go. Guess this could be like a shed. It's just like kind of a lean-to shed type vibe. And then we'll have like a, maybe that'll be here so it's a little skinnier. Yeah, and then we can have a 2-wide walkway. 9 blocks back that way. Into here. Save ourselves some tough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boop, boop, boop. Go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will just start stacking this up to the middle, and we'll probably do one of those like flat, like curved roofy bits to the top there. So that's already 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Easy. Chimneys and whatnot I can add later as I'm doing things. We can have this guy's like workshop. Will just kind of probably disappear into the mountainside. Oh, actually, we'll have it be 1 block shorter. And it'll just come up to a slab and go back down. Easy. It looks very gross right now, I know. Very hard to understand what's going on, probably. Okay. Yeah, that'll work out well, because then he kind of pops out a little bit behind, but he's not, like, super obtrusive. And then he's going to have his own little, like... rock. That we had said he was going to be, like, climbing up here. So if we take some more of our mossy cobble... And then he can have something that he'll do up there that we can figure out later. That's kind of cool. Just got some dude who's just... there's really no way to throw a house in here without it being, like, incredibly, like, carved into the steep mountains. We need to really redo something. So I think it's probably fine for now, at least. How many more buildings are we at? Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With a well, there's 10. These, the blue and the orange over here, need to be fleshed out, so we can do that. So he's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna do this, and he's gonna step back and go like up by a block, and he'll just have a simple roof. Okay, that will work on there, and then he's just gonna go all the way back here. All right, this will just be another one, like a storehouse or something. Same with the light blue down here. Left for 1 second and lots happen. That's a long second. Is there a mod that lets you draw in Minecraft the boats? Yeah, it's Axiom under the annotations tool up here. You can go to the draw, which chat is blocking. Axiom annotations looks like a little clipboard. You click on the draw, you can do whatever you want. I feel like they definitely would have some people up here doing some things.
Keep it real.
When starting a forever world, should I rush progression for Elytra, gear and farms before building, or build early but very slow progress? The goal is to avoid burnout, grinding and losing motivation.
Shal, thanks for the dono. I would say the important point on that is, where do you get your fun from in Minecraft? Sorry, counting and talking don't go together. If your fun in Minecraft more so comes from the progression and the building up of things, then moving all of that and like not doing it could also lead to some burnout. But if your fun in Minecraft comes more from building and creating and designing, and I think you could, I don't know, you can go either way, really, is kind of where I go on it. I tend to, for how I like to play Minecraft, I like to get my Elytra early, because I play so much endgame Minecraft that not being in endgame, I find can actually be more annoying than not for me, because it's what I'm used to. I play a lot of long running worlds, so if I ever start a new one, I'm like, okay, I want to go gather this, this, and this, and this, and then I'm like, oh god, it's taking forever. I'm just gonna go get my diamond tools, otherwise I know I'm not gonna want to do it. So it really just comes down to your play style. It's not one that I can really answer for you, unfortunately, as much as I would love to have a solid, clean, easy answer for you. Just, if you try and think on why you quit your last world, like what's going to change about you starting a new world that you couldn't have done in the previous world that you had? Like, why did you get burned out from whatever world you did previous? Or if this is your first ever world that you're going to make, like, how have you played Minecraft before that sounded fun to you? I think is the important thing. Hopefully that helps. Do you have any tailor shops? We have a few in the city, but nothing really over here that I'm super aware of right now. Probably open up another guy right in there. I'm working on a desert village inspired by new papyrus. I'm wondering if I should use brown mushroom blocks and a mud brick texture. Yeah, I mean, brown mushroom blocks and mud brick work together great. I've recently come to the conclusion that I watch so much Minecraft and want to build like the creators I watch, then I quickly start hating my own build, which kills my fun. That's definitely a big thing I hear a lot. And it's also something that me as a creator, I deal with too, because you can have something that you're super excited about building and have built, or you're just like, oh my god, dude, I killed with this thing. And then for sure, Minecraft Noob Slayer 5000 is going to post a build that they worked on, and they're like, I did this in 10 minutes, look how amazing it is. And then you're going to be like, my build sucks. So that's just the way that it goes. Comparison 100% is the thief of joy when it comes into building, as much as you probably hear that quote a lot. The biggest thing I can recommend for anybody who's going through all of that and dealing with it is just really focusing on your growth as a builder or a creator or as a whatever, like figuring out how you can enjoy what you yourself have done. And it's okay to compare to other people if you're comparing from the, okay, so I like what blah, blah, blah did here. How could I maybe take that idea and use it in my own way? That's the type of comparisons that you want to be making when you're making art. Like, I am also a big believer that nobody can create their best art doing it alone. There's always positives to come from working with other people, being inspired by other people, whatever you want to say. That's how we as humans do our best work, our best art, whatever you want to call it. You need to be inspired by others. Your brain alone is never going to come up with every perfect idea. And there can be a weird thing in the art community where people are like, you can't use any inspiration from anyone else. It has to come from your brain. I'm like, no, that's so dumb. So yeah, I always just encourage people to really try and stress learning their own stuff, and then like being able to compare constructively with work around you, I think is a big way to do it. Like, I don't encourage anybody really to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 direct 45-degree angle houses right next to each other, and we'll see what these turn into. So yeah, but this is definitely like a super challenge of a build. I would not recommend anybody do this for a first time build. We'll even see if I can manage to figure out how to do this. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird one because there's so much that you can learn from others. Let's go with I said I wanted to have a building like extending out over here, so we're gonna make it happen. So we're gonna go with this. He's gonna go to here. Well, actually, he's gonna go one. What is that? That's 3 wide on the gap. Yeah, we'll give a 3 wide gap to here. Yeah, it all comes with the same stuff. I think a leading cause of burnout in Minecraft even comes from comparison in itself. I feel like most people burn out in Minecraft because they're like, I hate my builds. fWhip's builds are so much better than my builds, so I'm just not even going to try anymore. And then it's like, why would I keep playing in this world I'm working on when I just can't compete with blah, 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 you know? I'm using myself just because that's easy to throw myself under the bus. But I don't know, there's a lot to be said any which way you take it. I think we can make this work. This could just literally be like a storage down in here. A little teeny tiny, itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Little baby storage, you know. boat's the main thing that you use the axiom draw feature for? Yeah. Okay, my music broke again. Why is my entire computer imploding on itself? Back to a meeting, came back, and wow. Yeah, it's getting there. Not quite World of Warcraft level yet, but, you know, it's getting there. I can confirm the more you build, the better you get at it. The way I like to think about building is think about a tool belt. When you start getting into working with tools or whatever you want to call it, you probably don't have too many tools in your tool belt. When you start getting into like, hey, you know what? I want to start being a mechanic. I want to learn how to work on my car. And you might have like a wrench. You might have a spanner. You might have, I don't know, some nuts and bolts lying around. But like, that's probably all that you got on you. You don't got too many things. And then as you learn how to work on your car, or whatever the heck we're going to go with this analogy, I don't know. We're weird analogying right now. It's fine. But as you go through that, you're probably going to be like, hey, you know what? I need a tool to do specific task X. I need a tool to be able to do this very specific thing. And then you go out and you buy the tool to do that thing. And if you think about that in terms of building in Minecraft and art skills in general and all that stuff, you might say, you know what, I'm trying to draw a perfect circle. And then you spend hours learning how to draw a perfect circle. And you finally get there and you're like, I've done it. I've mastered the circle. And you get there. You're like, sweet. I'm so good at circles now, dude. Circles, I own them. Nobody makes better circles than I do. And then you go through and you're like, I got it, dude. We're fine. We're chilling. And then you're good. You learned how to make circles. Congratulations. You too can make a circle now. But after that, there's probably part of you that's gonna be like, well, now I need to make a square. How the heck do I make a square or a rectangle or whatever you want to go? I don't know, man. This analogy is all over the place. Big thing I'm saying is that as you develop your skills as a builder, as an artist, as whatever you want to throw in, insert any term in here, you need to learn things. And the best way to learn, at least for quite a lot of people, is by experimentation and trying out new things and seeing what sticks with you and committing things to muscle memory for building's sake or whatever it might be, so that you have it to call on when you are building next time. It's not like every single building I'm making is a brand new and unique thing that I've done that I've never done before. Like this, I don't think I've done before, but I'm still using the same ideas that I did at the other structures that we planned earlier, where we're just stacking up the walls at the 45-degree angle. And right over here, we're probably going to have a staircase that comes up of sorts, and will get us into a door probably right in here, so you can actually access this floor. And now that we know the door's right there, we know that the windows start a block above said door, so we can throw some windows in here so that you'd be standing at floor level and you're kind of looking up at the windows, so you can be like here, you know. And that's how you measure those out. Just, I know that because of all the other builds I've done, then I can try it in here. I'm like, oh yeah, that did work that well when I did it that way before. Will Path be 100% done by the end of the year? I would absolutely love to say that's for sure going to happen, dude, but I don't know. It's my goal. My goal is to finish Path before the end of 2026, but it's already May 11th, so we shall see. I think that's going to be a cool house when we can figure it out. I feel like that's going to be really fun. Greenhouse has an amazing view. Yeah, this rent here for the view alone is probably like $3 million a month. And look at that view, dude. This type of view, we're going to give you like a tiny studio apartment, probably there to there and over. You might get a kitchen if you want to pay the extra $200 a month. But otherwise, you get the view, so that's cool. I'm not a big fan of this red wall coming out here. Yeah, hopefully that crazy analogy of sorts helped somebody. all it really is in Minecraft as you're going, as you're learning to build, as you're doing all those other things, is if you can change your mindset from comparing to all the other people and be like, ugh, I'm not as good as them. If you can change it instead to being like, all right, they're pretty cool. What are they doing that I could learn from? Like, okay, cool. They made a really cool roof. How did that roof come together? Oh, like that? Okay, yeah, sick. I'll do it. I'll try that next time I'm at building. Then you do it, you give it a shot, and you're like, yeah, dude, I know how to do this now. How about New Papyrus, end of 2028? Probably not, because New Papyrus technically footage, like, block expansion size is bigger than Path. Granted, we have a lot more open space in it, so that helps a lot, and there's not a lot less elevation, so that also helps a lot. But I have plans for New Papyrus to encompass pretty much all of this up to here, and that's a lot of space. So we'll see, because I also want to do like the farms and everything around the city, roads and things going around. I eventually want to have a road going all the way up here that's going to reach into this build location when we eventually want to go up that direction, and then also a road through New Papyrus that's going to come all the way up through the desert here and through the jungle to reach that area. Like right in here, I think, is where we have that little jungle village in the actual survival world. Or no, it's right in here. I have one house in the creative world. That's a lot of space. It is a lot of space. But if we go with the city block style, I mean, I'm very much doing like Madrid city block styles. I think I can make it work out fairly easily. Hey, Das, good morning. Man, why is going on with my computer today, dude? Just killed halfway through the song. You know, I did change Spotify. I did make it so that there was a... I recently turned on the crossfade thing. I'm going to turn that off. Maybe crossfade is breaking it. Stop breaking a computer. I didn't even use it all weekend, and I come back and it's broken, dude. It's mad at me because I didn't use it at all. Some sort of a workshop here could be cool. All right, new idea. This too far out in the water. It's getting a little out there. Okay. That'll work. We're gonna bring like a big bulwark down here. And then this is going to be a ramp coming down. However, we can make that happen. But more importantly, is this entire section here is just going to come all the way down. And that gives us a big space for building. If the fort at the end is diagonal, we'll know you need help. No, that one's not going to be diagonal. I will not make that diagonal, don't worry. This will come along here. That'll be like out in
Pleased to meet
here.
you.
Hey fWhip, what's one thing this week that has made you especially happy? Much
Baby
love from
America.
Argentina.
Thank you so much for the 38 months. I got to hang out with my mom yesterday for Mother's Day in the U.S., which was really fun. And I got to plant my garden on Saturday, so I'm like, Farmer fWhip is fully in the zone, which I'm kind of surprised I haven't even talked about yet on stream. But yeah, the garden is ready to go, dude. All the starts are in the ground. I'm very excited about it. So I'm out there talking to my plants, making sure they grow super big and strong. It's gonna be awesome. Both those things were fun. It was a long day. It was a really, really long weekend, just in general, just with a lot of stuff going on. But it was very, very nice. Is this too steep? I feel like it's a little steep. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm taking up like a big portion of my space just by putting in a dang staircase to get down here. What if we bring ourselves back here? And we just give it all of this. Love to see you do an Indian build style with all a style of open doors, bright colors, and stacked buildings and cloths everywhere. Yeah, something like that could be fun in the future at some point. I got so many build styles I'm trying to do now that I feel like I need to finish before I throw anything else in the mix. Or not finish, but at least like explore more. But definitely open to other stuff. Okay, now that we're down here, I don't know what to do here. This is kind of as far as my idea had gotten me. I'll be honest. This was a little bit of where it went completely. What do you think your ratio is of creative planning versus time spent in survival? Honestly, it's probably 50-50. Probably pretty close to 50-50. But it depends on the resources for the project, I think is actually more realistic of an answer. If the resources are really, really tedious to get and really time consuming, it definitely makes survival take a lot more time. And with tools like Axiom, I can definitely speed things up a lot when it comes to the creative planning. So, yeah, it really just depends, to be honest. On the project to project, it really varies a lot. Like the mountains are definitely more time in survival. City houses and buildings are probably 50-50. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I don't need to worry about making an odd. It's just going to go up into there. But that'll be 5. Is that 7? Great. Why am I doing another diagonal? Because it's all I can really freaking do down here. No, it's not. No, we're gonna go. We're gonna just send this right back here. It's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My internet won't let me watch lives unless I'm 4 minutes behind, so forgive me if it's been resolved already, but if Spotify keeps breaking, if you like it, you could always do a YouTube music playlist. Yeah, I can definitely. I got options. That is true. No, we will go here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Actually, I think on this side here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. And this is just going to be a building that comes to a close right here. Like a so. Actually, I think probably... no, this will be like a slight... Boom, boom. And then it'll come to a close. So it kind of hits that same level as up above. But we can then steepen this portion. We got something a little bit more like this. But this does, unfortunately, need to keep going over that way. The fort out here, I've got no ideas what I want to do yet. Cool spot for a ferry to land. I feel like a ferry dock could be cool, but that'd also be something that would really, really block. That'd be something that's here constantly. I did have an idea for a ferry here. That's why I've never finished off this corner, is because I thought a little ferry here that could take you all the way down this way to the Dwarven area where we'd have a little ferry dock over here. I thought could be kind of cute. I also have this little Dwarven fishing boat that I need to build. It's kind of weirdly modern, so I haven't decided if I want to do it yet or not, but maybe one day. So that needs to be retextured before I actually build it. All of this needs to be rebuilt in survival too. Ew. I think I need to make another sheep farm. I think I need another light gray wool sheep farm. Like, or I need to just like add more layers to my current one. No cam today? Nah, I was planning to be, but it broke. So I'm gonna order a new cam link. The camera's fine. It's just as Meld is not liking it, and my computer is not making it easy to add it. All right, we want to have those like harborside storage thingies in here. I think could be a cool detail just to give interest to otherwise what would be a flat wall. So we can have one there. Oh, we also saw Devil Wears Prada 2 yesterday. Pretty good movie. My mom wanted to go for Mother's Day, and it was... I had called her when the first trailer dropped originally. I was like, Mom, we have to go. We have to go do a mother-son date and go see Devil Wears Prada. And then we decided that we're going to do it as like a whole fam for Mother's Day. It's one of those movies that like I feel like my mom would turn on all the time when we were kids. So it was fun to go watch it, and she really liked it, so that was good. Is there going to be a small section of city wall at the end? There's going to be a fortress up here. So no city wall, but there will be something that looks defensible. We need probably 2 houses in here. I think would probably fill it in well enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we're gonna go 9. That can be one in there. Maybe I do 3. I might be able to squeeze 3 in. Basecamp still thinking it's Monday. Yeah, it definitely is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Another 9er. But does that squeeze that section? We could do a tower. Tower. Circle. 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 No, actually, I'm thinking square tower. Circular square tower. You know. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun. I should have one that I can just nab the top from real quick. No, most of these I've actually just made square square. Square square? Well, that I can just copy over to there real quick too. That way it's at least slightly different. Yeah, look at me go. I think I'm gonna change this up so that it matches the top of this tower. Oh, that actually... No, it doesn't. Never mind. Alright, then this guy could just go boop, 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 boop. Let's see, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, there's that. Thought about adding a desert palace to the desert area, you know, those with their rounded shaped roofs with a spire. Oh, like something that's like a... Like with like the... I know what you mean by the rounded shape root, where it's kind of like orb, so it's like gets... Like, where it's kind of like... That's the outlying shape of it. I don't know. I'll be honest, would be cool. And big and of that is I try and not do too many things that are related to IRL events happening in our world at the time, especially things that are negative and that I do not agree with. So I feel like there's a lot of potential for some lot of very negative commenters to come in and start doing things just with the war and everything going on. So I like, full honesty, I really want to build a new papyrus. I think it would be really fun to work out there right now, and I don't see myself doing it for a while because I'm scared if of the community response to me doing like building in like a Middle Eastern inspired architecture style. So hopefully that makes sense, because there's the internet's a little bit of a hostile place at times, you could say. So I just don't really want to be dealing with any of that, you know? I like to have this as a Minecraft channel where we can kind of escape from a lot of the discourse happening in the world. I want to give you all a break. It's very hard to live a life on the internet right now without being constantly swept up in what seems to be a life event happening every other week. A once in a lifetime event, I should say. So I would like to keep this channel as free of that as I can. Ooh, what do we want to do here? Let's say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do like this, and he can just kind of come up towards the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I might change this later. I probably will, but at least it's in here. Why no face cam? It was being finicky and breaking. It was just freezing again. Okay, there's a lot of stuff planned out, at least for general shaping and blueprinting of the buildings, which is pretty sweet. Which brings us... Oh, it's so laggy looking over here. What the heck, my dude? Why am I at 12 FPS? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 quests. Oh, then all the little markets. Does this have interior? It does not. Okay. That's a lot. Let alone we actually have to build the mountain it's going to sit on. The last two buildings on the road more towards the mountain and gain more space to the river and lower part of the dock. I think it's fine with this amount of space throughout here. Like, I will, in the actual world, carve this down a lot. So, like, that won't be an issue. This will all go away. If the river's a little compact, that's fine. We had played around with the idea of like a system, at least in lore, for saying if boats were able to move in or move out or something. Like some sort of a, which I honestly think we might put here. Let's go with yellow, and we're gonna make like a this is gonna be like a signal tower for boats to be able to go in and out. City and signal tower for boats. Stoplight. Because the idea here would be that we would have one of them here, and then we would also have another one of them out here at this end of the mouth of the river, so like where it comes out into the ocean. So we'll have another one here that we'll build eventually, and the idea would be that like this would be red light, and then it would be, if that's a red light, this would be a green light, and we can make like a redstone system that'll actually update them between. Might be a kind of a pain to do that. And so anyways, so this would be green, like boats you can leave. Maybe we do like the lore could be like based on time of day, like boats can come into the city on the first half of a Minecraft day, and then they can leave the city on the second half of a day, you know? Like we do something like that. So even though the river's skinny, it's already even so skinny as you go through it that only one boat can really fit each direction, like going, like they can't really pass by each other. So it's already something that would need to be fixed up and accounted for anyways. But like all of that's gonna get carved down and turned to mud, so it looks extra deep and all that cool stuff. So and we can really goof up everything in here, just, you know, get rid of all our water sources. Fine. It's totally fine. Probably did more harm than good trying to speed that up than actually doing it, but it's whatever. It's fine. What happened to the Jungle Island? Oh, that like side series. That was supposed to go until Misadventures launched. And Misadventures ended up launching almost 3 months earlier than we originally planned for it to launch. Just because it was ready. Mostly. At least enough for what we thought we could use to get in there and get working on things. And then Yeah, so that series was supposed to go, but so I thought I had a lot of time, and then the crew that's in there that's more like the live streamer focus, they were like, oh, we're done with blah 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 SMP right now, let's get started, the server's ready, right? And then Lizzie was like, yeah, sure, we can do it. And so it started. And so I had originally thought I had a lot more time for it. I'll be honest, I thought I had a ton of time to do the hardcore island. I want to bring some of that build style that I was doing in there and bring that back into the Mediterranean area. I think we can take some inspiration off of that. Even when we get out to that like Greek Isle space I want to do, I think we can bring some of the inspo for it out there too. So it's just one that's taken. It was something that was supposed to have more space in uploads for a while, and then it got sidelined by other things, which is a bummer, but it happens. I am going to just break these by hand. I think that is safer. And though you list better cloud mods for your, but the style of the clouds are different. I'm not using better clouds anymore. I need to remove it from list. I haven't used better clouds, I'll be honest, in probably 5 months. 4 months, 5 months. Somewhere in there. No, right now I'm using a mod called Atmospherics, which is pretty fun. I'm kind of goofing around with it a little bit, see if I like it some more. I was just using a Fluffy Clouds texture pack that I thought was pretty good, that kind of changed things up, but I'm using Atmospherics because it does fogs and everything and all that stuff. I'm actually kind of working on a short right now that's going on about it, so you might see something on the channel for a short coming here soon talking about the mod, so keep an eye out for that. But I kind of want to try doing a little showcase on it. Just one, I think the mod's really cool, and two, I thought it could be kind of fun to give it a shot. It's a new clouds mod. It's called Atmospherics. You'll see more stuff on the channel about it soon. Anyways, that's good right there. I've got a call I got to jump on in about a half hour, and I need to go get some lunch.
Pleased
so I
to meet
think,
you.
unfortunately, we're out of time.
Yes, I still caught the stream today after dinner.
Ooh, Akko Taco. Kasich, thanks so much for the 6 months, but ooh. Great timing. Great timing, my friend. No. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll go find a channel right over on Twitch side. We'll rate Jamal. Why not? He's cool. He's not fully family friendly, just as a heads up when we're getting in there, but Jamal's an awesome creator. Go check him out. Send all the loves. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.